It's David here from Site3D, and I'm going to quickly show you back-to-back storm simulations in Site3D. So I have previously run a single set of storms through this particular network here, and if I look at the results quickly, we have our sort of schedules, we have our information about the flow controls, the water depths at the particular critical storms for the return periods that I simulated it for, and we also then have the critical storm for the drain down graph here. So in here we can see the water fills up, gets to a certain point, and then starts to drain away after the storm's sort of finished. Now, if you want to verify that your network can cope with a particular critical storm and then a follow-on storm afterwards, we can do back-to-back storm simulations in Site3D. So to do this, we're going to go to the drainage analysis toolbar, and we can go to the Run Back-to-Back Storm Simulation button. Click this one. Choose which network, because you might have multiple networks you're going to actually run the simulation on. And then when you do that, it'll show you the critical storm for that particular network. If you want to, you can always change that one. So in this case, it's the 720-minute 100-year winter. And it also has 45% climate change. And then we can choose a follow-on storm. So a typical one would be a 6-hour with a 1 in 10 with 45% climate change. But again, you can change those if you like as well. We have our global time of entry, our run-on times, or run-on multipliers, our minimum run-on times, and our gap. So this is the time between the two storms. So once the first storm, which is the 720-minute 1 in 100 year with 45% climate change, once that has finished, it will then count down for 1,440 minutes or 24 hours, and then it will start our 6-hour 1 in 10 year storm afterwards. So quite simply, once you've got all those values to your liking, you can just run the simulation and then view the report. And it'll give you a similar style report to what you've previously seen. And we can just scroll down and we can see all the information with the flow controls, with the maximum depth achieved for that combination of storms here. And then we can see our actual drain down graph as well. So in this case here, we can clearly see the water from the first storm coming in, peaking and then draining down, and then at a certain point after 24 hours it then starts the storm, the 1 in 10 year afterwards, and we see it goes up, not quite as high, but then it drains down afterwards. So we can clearly see in this case we are able to cope with that in this particular network for this combination of storms. Thanks for watching.